Come on a virtual tour of the greatest city on the planet, Chicago, my town. And we're going to go visit the breakfast queen of Chicago, Ina.
I'm so happy to have you here today because I get to show you some of the things that we are known for. And so when people come to visit, I try to make it a very personal experience and help them figure out what it is on my menu that they will love to eat. What I did was make a fine dining breakfast place. You know, between the Formica countertop diners and the hotel dining rooms, there was nothing. So that's exactly where I went. Just because you're having eggs doesn't mean you shouldn't be served beautifully. This is a very exciting neighborhood. These are the streets that still feed Chicago. This is a thriving market district. So what I love about being in the market is if I run out of fresh fish for lunch, I can go over and buy new stuff, fresh fish, 6 blocks away. And that's why we stay in the market.
What celebrities have you had in, and what do they like to eat?
Well, one of the reasons the celebrities come here is because we never tell you who's here. You know, privacy is a very important part of this. We have all the politicians, we have lots of lawyers, the judges. When anybody is in town filming a movie, they're always here as well. I think we've had some famous people and some infamous people. I'll say no more.
The greatest thing that you'll find about Chicago is its diversity. Diversity in style, from everything from our designers to our restaurateurs, and specifically our pizza. This is the hometown favorite stuffed sausage pizza from Giordano's. Or you can have something completely different. This is the clam and bacon pizza from Peace with lemon. When was the last time you put lemon on a pizza? Hey, we're in Bucktown Wicker Park at Peace. I'm here with my good friend Bill Jacobs, who used to make the best bagels in the city of Chicago. And now he's making the best New Haven-style pizza in the city and brewing some pretty tasty brews. So, Bill, how did you get into the pizza thing from the bagel thing?
Well, I like bringing great bagels to a city that needed it. I thought that Chicago needed a great thin crust pizza. And I grew up in New Haven, Connecticut, where we have the best thin crust pizza anywhere. And I thought that the city really needed it, and it was the right thing to do.
I'm here with my good friend Jonathan Cutler. He's the brewmaster here at Peace. Jonathan, we're standing on North Avenue in Bucktown Wicker Park in Chicago, and you are brewing world-class beers. What do you think makes Chicago a great place to make microbrews?
One of the reasons is Chicago water, Lake Michigan water. You don't really have to do a lot to Chicago water to make it ideal for brewing. And then the majority of our hops come from the Northwest or are imported, but all of our grain comes from the Midwest, so the heartland, right?
Yeah, the heartland, exactly. We're at Terzo Piano, located in the modern wing of the Art Institute. We're here with Meg Colleran. She is the chef de cucina. Did I get that right? Chef de cucina. Yeah. What does the name Terzo Piano, what does it mean?
It translates to third floor in Italian. The architect of the modern wing is named Renzo Piano, who's also a famous Italian architect. So it's kind of a play on his last name and also the translation.
So which came first, the atmosphere or the food? And do they both play together?
Absolutely. I think the design of the space came first. And Italian food by nature is very clean and fresh and elegant. So I think, you know, it's a perfect match with the space here.
When you visit Chicago, one of the stops that you have to make is Garrett's Popcorn. Mr. Garrett created a Chicago legend. He's been making fantastic cheese and caramel popcorn since 1949. Look at that. I'm here at Gibson's Steakhouse on Rush Street with Executive Chef Randy Weidner. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the food here at Gibson's?
Well, at Gibson's, we're a classic American steakhouse, and the food's top-notch. We buy exquisite ingredients from our beef to our seafood to pork, lamb, vegetables, and it's simple food, but it's executed very well. And we're fortunate to be able to buy some of the best ingredients that you can get your hands on in the country. My philosophy was that all prime beef isn't created equal. We found this little processing plant in Minnesota that is doing things the old-fashioned way. We've honed in the product to where it's a breed-specific, plant-specific, region-specific. It's a small area of the United States that we get our cattle from. And what we do is we buy all of the Angus cattle from this area. And we were able to get a USDA certification for Gibson's Prime Angus beef. We're the first and only restaurant group in the country to have that. The quality of the meat is unsurpassed. It really is some of the best meat we've ever had in our lives.
We're at the John Hancock building with Executive Chef Pat Sheeran of the Signature Room at the 95th. Can you tell me a little bit about the history of the Signature Room?
I can. This space has always been a restaurant, but John Hancock's been here since the early 70s. The current, it being the Signature Room, has been here for about 17 years now. But it's always been a fine dining restaurant, and we are a contemporary American place. Definitely we have a great marketing plan. If you look around, you'll notice. But we also like to think that we put a great emphasis on local foods here too.
One thing that a lot of people don't know is you guys do a great lunch buffet here.
We do. We shop the Green City Market in the city, and very fortunate to have a lot of relationships with the farmers there. So what we do is we take whatever they have and we'll feature it on our lunch buffet.
I'm in Lincoln Park at North Pond with Chef Bruce Sherman, who is a champion of local, fresh, seasonal ingredients.
For me, food is about a time and a place. It's about eating foods that are grown in sort of indigenous environments and at certain times of the year. And I really believe that the food tastes better when it's grown in a certain time in a certain place, and we respect that. And that feeds into what I do here. It's an arts and crafts style dining room in a building that's almost 100 years old, situated in the middle of the park overlooking the skyline and amidst the trees and pond. For me, there's nothing so special as someone coming in and being able to look at their plate, appreciate, enjoy, really admire what they're eating, and understand without looking outside what time of year it is.